G'day, James here in an Outboard Marine Darwin. We're going to talk Stabicrafts today. 2250, these are serious blue water boats. Let's check them out. Stabicraft have been building boats for over 35 years. The whole philosophy of Stabicraft is built on stability, hence the name. They are incredibly stable. The big reverse chines that run around this pontoon create a huge amount of stability on the water, and also at rest and underway. They track very true and stable. There's no need for trim tabs as a rule on Stabicraft. Quite different to most boats, Stabicraft run an aluminium positive buoyancy chamber that runs around the whole length of the boat. Now, this is a baffle life ring as such. It's filled with what they call closed cell baffling. It's an injected foam. It essentially makes these boats unsinkable. It has two purposes. It creates a very silent ride. There's no slap or tinny noise. There's very little water noise when you're at rest at night if you're going to sleep in the boat. They are an incredibly quiet aluminium boat. A number of years ago, Stabicraft revised the pontoon design on their boat. They really softened the shoulders on these pontoons, reverse raked welds, they narrowed it up a bit. So basically you're still getting the same stability, but a significantly softer ride. The Arrow pontoon that they've named it is one part of that ride quality. Hull planing strakes, they obviously deflect a significant amount of spray and keep the boat quite dry. And then there is also what they call the wing combing, so that's another level of water deflection on the hull itself. It's all quality control check. They're obviously built in New Zealand. They come a very long way to Australia. From the raw materials to the weld quality to the paintwork, it's first class and certainly presents really well in the finished product once we get it to Australia. We've got the 2250 Walk-Through, which is a new model design from Stabicraft that was released last year. We've got a 2250 Ultra Centre Cab. Now both of these boats are forward raking windscreen cabins, which really increases the internal volume of the boat and makes that cabin space feel nice and spacious. We've got both of these boats on Redco aluminium trailers. Redco are an Australian made trailer, they're made in Queensland. Very good quality, all bolted together. They'll last a long time, there's very little corrosion. They're all torsion axle independent suspension, so they tow beautifully on the road, and all very nice and easy multi-roller drive on, drive off design for getting it on and off the trailer. All our boats here at In and Outboard are fitted up with Yamaha outboards. This particular boat behind me's got the F250 XSB with digital power steering. This is a built-in electric steering system that is fully sealed and is absolutely beautiful to drive. If you've only ever had hydraulic steering systems, you'll be blown away at how smooth and efficient the electric steering system is. It also allows for easy integration to Yamaha Helmmaster EX, which gives you a multitude of features. Another clever feature on the Walk-Through model is that they do have a bow ladder, which makes it very easy for beach launching, getting in and out off the bow, boat ramps, etc. Adding to that big blue water boat feel is a factory fitted drum winch, which is neatly tucked away on the bow. One of the cool features on a Stabicraft is the Game Chaser transom. This is unique to Stabicraft, and basically what it does is it redirects the water around the transom, gives you really great reversing accuracy and your ability to back up on fish if need be if you're bill fishing. So the 2250 Walk-Through in this adventure spec comes with a massive live well. It's absolutely enormous. Huge big cutting station on top, which is really nice. We've got fold down seats at the back of the boat, which gives you plenty of seating in addition to the troop seats in the cabin. And best thing about these is that they fold up out of the way and you've got an extra position for fishing basically in the back of the boat here. Stainless steel rod holders standard, along with your rail blazer, cup and sinker holder. You've got a two-step boarding ladder and a slide in out transom door, which is quite handy for getting in and out of the boat easily. We've got dual start house batteries set up down there on an isolator switch with circuit breakers. There's standard electric reel sockets underneath the gunnels here, which are all wired up from the factory, which are a really nice thing if you're going to do some deep dropping. Saltwater deck wash, great for cleaning your bait board or fish blood off your deck. So that's all plumbed up from the factory. Really nice feature. Skipper gets a Stabicraft Elite bolster seat with the fold-up bolster. That one's on a soft rider pedestal, so that's a really comfortable seat. Gives you a nice, comfortable spot to sit in, whether you're standing or sitting down. Just a really comfortable seat. As we've mentioned, the boat's got a Maxwell drum winch fitted standard. We've fitted a HDS 16 Lowrance to this boat, as it is a demonstrator. Yamaha CL5 gauge upgrade from the standard land gauges, but most customers do opt for this upgrade. Touch screen, really easy to use, gives you all the engine data you could ever need. Lenco trim tabs optioned up on this boat. Again, not really required on the Stabicraft, but does help if you are going to be loading the boat up a bit differently every time you go out. You've got your factory switch panels here with a myriad of lights and accessories all wired up there by the factory. You've got your Yamaha DEC control box here. So that's got a few great features on it, such as neutral hold and your speed control there as well. They got a factory fitted cabin light on both the port and starboard side, and we've optioned the boat up with a Fusion stereo as well, which is really nice. Really deep storage area here on the port side in front of the passenger seat. 2 deep pockets, and you've got some factory wired 12-volt USB outlets there as well. Stabicraft have designed a really nifty bunk underneath the casting platform in the walk-through models. Almost a full-length bunk, but you can comfortably sleep in there. Has that fold-down section there which extends it open, and it's really quite wide and beamy. Really great space to sleep or have a camp if you want to do some overnight trips. The major drawcard to this boat, obviously in its name, is the walk-through. So to have access up to the bow without having to walk around the cabin gives you 2 things. It gives you the ability to have amazing airflow through the boat that in our climate is obviously hugely beneficial, and it also allows you to have a full width cabin. So rather than having to walk around the cab like you do on the centre cab models, you retain a full width cab, which gives you a really spacious cockpit area where you're not rubbing shoulders with your passengers. The walk-through door itself is quite ingenious in how it works. The glass door is on a slide, and it will slide down and lock into place. The top half lowers down, and then the bottom comes up and seals tightly up against the window. You've got a waterproof, airtight cabin. You're not going to get leaks in heavy blue water conditions where you're copping waves over the bow. It's just a brilliant compromise between having an open console boat and a cabin boat. It really does give you the best of both worlds. In addition to the walk-through, which gives you great breeze and airflow through the cabin, the boat also has a port and starboard sliding window which opens up quite a long way and gives you great ventilation and great visibility out of the window if the windows are fogged up. So this platform at the bow, this 2250 walk-through, is a really great space. It's got a lot of uses. You can use it for getting in and out of the boat using the bow ladder. It's a really spacious, comfortable spot to fish and cast. You could be casting all day up here, casting stick baits, lures. You could nose this boat up a creek and go barra fishing in it. It's really that versatile. Really comfortable space to sit as well. If you wanted to do some family days out where you've got your kids or your partner up the bow here, it's a really nice, comfortable place to sit. And being a Stabicraft, it is very stable. There's a couple of us up here on this deck at the moment, and it's just a really comfortable, safe, spacious, stable area to sit. Another little nifty feature at the bow is this great storage hatch. Drains out into the anchor well. Great for storing second anchors, dock ropes, things like that, anything wet. So the Stabicraft 2250 range of boats are available with a number of Yamaha outboard combinations. This boat's got a Yamaha 250 XSB, which is about mid-range. They are rated up to 300 horsepower. The 250 performs really well on this boat, and unless you're really wanting a lot of speed, the 250 is more than adequate. The performance is quite exhilarating from a standstill. The whole shot's very impressive. It really pops this boat onto the plane quite easily. Top end, we're topping out around the 75 km/h mark, and the fuel economy is just exceptional. So the whole shot's really impressive with this Yamaha F250. You'll see here from a standstill, it really just throws you back in your seat and gets you up onto the plane really quickly.
nice, comfortable cruise there of 25 knots. We're getting about 1.1, 1.2 kilometres to the litre. Very good fuel economy. We'll open it up. And we're topping out about 36, 37 knots. More than quick enough on a boat, 7 metre boat. It's designed for the blue water.